Hi, fitness instructors. Welcome to Facebook Secrets to Pack Your Classes. My name is Jessica, and I am an accidental Facebook coach, and I'm very excited that you're here. Now, for just getting to know each other, let me tell you a little bit about me. So I have two bachelors. I graduated with a bachelor in fine arts and dance performance. I also have a bachelor in business administration because why not? I've been dancing for 30 years. I've been teaching it for 20. I love being on stage. I come from the ballet, jazz, hip hop, contemporary, theater type crowd. And when I became a mom, I thought that my dancing days were over. That's when I got introduced to group fitness. Zumba was the very first format that I learned to teach, which is why I have a soft spot for Zumba. But now I also teach aqua and cycle. Now, this is my family. I have a gorgeous husband, which is why I keep having children with them. I have three kids. So my oldest daughter, by the time she was 11, she already played three instruments, which blows my mind. The boy is the middle child. He's really good at Taekwondo, and I absolutely love taking him to that. It's fascinating. My youngest is the dancer of the family, so she loves being the center of attention. Not quite sure where she got that from. And we also have a cat. So what happened was that I lived in a border city. So between Mexico and the US. So I was hitting all the theaters. I danced on both sides of the borders and made sure I was performing in every single theater. Then we moved to the Dallas area, and that's when we started having a whole bunch of kids. So I was a new mom. I was in a new city. I had new friends. That's when I got introduced to Zumba. I fell in love immediately and got certified as soon as I was able to get back to business after baby number 2. Now, at first, I actually didn't want to pack my classes. I was just happy to be dancing again, to be teaching it again, to be around adults again, and to be losing the baby weight. Then I learned about the Zumba convention. For those of you who are not in Zumba, the Zumba convention is a gathering of thousands of Zumba instructors in Florida. I'm in Texas, so I needed a plane ticket. That's when I started paying attention to packing my classes and what I needed to do, how do I need to pack my classes so that I could afford a plane ticket. Now, everyone told me to sub classes to grow my classes, and I did. But with 2 kids, driving around was very challenging. So I decided to focus on Facebook. Let me rephrase that. I got obsessed with learning how to promote my classes on Facebook. Now, it took me a while, but I eventually cracked the code, and my classes went from 5 to 55. In fact, all of my classes were packed. That's when my best friend said something that made no sense to me at the time. And she's like, "Why don't you teach us Facebook?" And I was like, "What? What do you mean?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm doing Facebook. We're all doing Facebook. But when you do it, you grow your classes. I want to know how to do that. Like, teach us Facebook." So I did, right? I started helping other fitness instructors pack their classes using Facebook, but it wasn't something that I intended to do. That's why I say that I'm an accidental Facebook coach. Since then, I've helped hundreds of instructors rock their Facebook, just like Emma from the UK, who has more engagement and more followers. Reagan from the US, who was able to pay the rent for her studio with just one post. Like, what? They're also packing their classes, like Luisa from Australia, who doubled her class. Can you imagine doubling your classes? Like, that's awesome. Or Karen, who grew her class from 4 to 50 in just 4 weeks. She also changed from one city to another. So she was in a brand new city, brand new state. She was starting from scratch, which is why she started with 4, but grew it all the way to 50 in 4 weeks because she knew exactly what to do and how to promote on Facebook. I'm also helping instructors make more money doing what they love, like Shelly, who teaches yoga and now has 60 paying members on a monthly basis. Like, yes! And Catherine, who's a Drums Alive master trainer who made $1,500 in just 2 days. That takes skill. So it's been so incredibly amazing to be able to help instructors reach their next level or get over the wall that they've hit. So this is now something that I do full time. I still teach my classes. I love teaching my classes, but this is what I do, right? So I'm excited to get you started on all this and how to start rocking your Facebook. Now, believe it or not every instructor wants to pack a class. So before I get into the Facebook secrets on how to pack a class, let's figure out why you need to pack a class and whether any of these applies to you. So if you're a group fitness instructor and you teach at a gym, and your gym needs a minimum quota or a head count to keep your class on the schedule, then yes, you need to pack a class so that you stay on the schedule. If you're a group fitness instructor and you rent space or you teach virtual classes, then you might need to pack your classes to pay the rent and ideally have some profit at the end so that you can have what I call sushi money. If you own your own studio, then you most definitely want to pack your classes to stay in business, pay your expenses, and make a profit. And if you have healthy classes, but you would like to spread the joy, then you might want to learn how to pack your classes to reach more people because, the more the merrier type vibe. However, if you have a full-time job, or if you have a partner that supports you financially, so teaching your fitness classes is kind of like your fun thing, then it may not matter if you pack a class or not. It may not matter if you pay your expenses. It may not matter if you have cash left at the end of the month. And it may not matter if they cut your class from the schedule. You can just get another one. This is your fun thing. Keep it fun. So, of course, you're welcome to listen to this training. But if this doesn't apply to you, then totally okay, because packing a class is going to take time and it's going to take effort. So I want to be truthful and transparent with you. Now, I'm here to tell you some secrets on how to pack your classes using Facebook. That starts by being completely transparent. So I'm going to be honest. Growing a class will take time, will take effort. And if you've been trying to grow a class and you've hit a wall, it will require you to make some changes and modifications as well. So if you're not open to learning new concepts, this training might not be for you. If you're not open to changing your approach or your marketing or your Facebook, this training might not be for you. If you are looking for a quick fix, a hack, or a loophole to quickly skip the work and magically pack your classes, this training is also not for you. Now, I've quadrupled my own classes. I've quadrupled my clients' classes. Even my followers have been able to grow their classes, but only the ones who are willing to learn, the ones who are willing to learn new things and to put in the work. So if that sounds like you, then let's make it happen. Now, you might have noticed that it's getting harder to grow a class. Every day, fitness instructors tell me that something around the lines of before, all I had to do was teach a good class and the class would grow, right? And some of the overachiever instructors would maybe sub a class here or there or print some flyers, but really word of mouth did most of the heavy lifting. Nowadays, that's not enough. And that's because gyms are growing at 33% per year post-COVID. So that means more gyms. More gyms means more competition. There are also more formats. It used to be that there was only one or two like stretchy formats, right? Yoga or Pilates. There was one trending cardio. So maybe it was aerobics or jazzercise or Zumba. And maybe one or two like strength formats, CrossFit or Tai Bo. Nowadays, there's way more formats in each category. More formats means more instructors, means more competition. Not only that, but each format now has sub-formats. It used to be that it was only Zumba. Now there's Zumba Gold and Zumba Toning and Zumba and Aqua Zumba. So more sub-formats means more competition. And when COVID hit, it opened the doors for virtual fitness. So now you're not just competing with more gyms and more formats and more sub-formats, but you're also competing with every instructor offering free classes virtually and all of the pros. So competition basically quadrupled, but instructors did not quadruple their skills. We got stuck doing the same things that we were always doing. Teaching a class and relying on word of mouth. So which is why that's not cutting it anymore, right? Our version of doing marketing, of spreading the word, involved using some of the marketing materials that their formats provide for us and making a post without actually having any clue of how marketing actually works. Now, this is not your fault, okay? This is like somebody who doesn't know how to drive getting frustrated because they can't reach their destination, right? They jump in a car, but the car doesn't start. It's not taking them where they want to go. It's not really their fault. Right? They don't know how to drive. Fortunately, there's an easy fix. Just learn how to drive and learn to use the rules of the road. So what ends up happening is that really good, great, and awesome instructors start to get frustrated because they're not being able to grow their class, and they start believing that the reason that people are not going to their class is because they are a bad instructor. This breaks my heart because that's simply not true. I believe your class rocks. I believe you are well trained. I believe you put in the work, you put in the practice. I believe you care about your students, and I believe you are doing your best. The problem is that while you rock your classes, you might not be good at growing your classes, right? So to pack your class, you really just need to get good at one thing. You need to spread the word. That's it. When you teach a good class and you know how to spread the word about your class, that's when you become unstoppable. The good news is that spreading the word is a very learnable skill. I did not have this skill. I made the mistake of being too proud. I used to think that if I taught an awesome class, that would be enough to grow my classes. Truth be told, my classes did grow to a point. Then I hit a wall. So it wasn't until I realized that I needed to work on my skills outside of the class and have the same passion and discipline as I did with my skills inside the class that I would be able to grow these classes. So when I got good at this skill, at spreading the word, that's when my classes quadrupled. That's when my classes doubled and then tripled and then quadrupled. So let's talk about spreading the word. You can do that online and offline. Today, we're going to focus on how to spread the word online, which means social media. Social media has made promoting so much more accessible, but it also made it more confusing. Starting with what platform to use. You can promote on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter, on email, on LinkedIn. You can have a blog or a website next door. Do one of those, do all of those. The natural tendency is to want to have a presence in as many of them as possible, or as much of them as possible, to be everywhere, right? To be omnipresent. Don't. Secret number one to pack your class is to choose one platform. Using every platform without knowing how to promote yourself is like learning 5 different formats simultaneously, right? Can you teach 5 formats? Yes, of course you can. Can you learn 5 formats at the same time? The way most instructors learn, at least, is we learn one format at a time, right? You take the trainings, you learn the things, you practice, you get a class, you gain experience, and then you get good at it. Somewhere between being competent and confident, you get the idea or the opportunity arises for you to learn another format. So then you jump on the next format. So you're layering your experience. You're not trying to learn 5 formats simultaneously. If you did that, most likely you would stretch yourself too thin and you would likely perform poorly in all of them because you lack focus. This is a little bit like that. So imagine each platform as being a car, right? A vehicle. All of these vehicles work. All of these cars rock, okay? But if you don't know how to drive a car, it really doesn't matter if you jump in the Facebook car or the Instagram car or the TikTok car. The problem is not the car. The problem is that you don't know how to drive, right? It also doesn't matter if you jump on one car or you jump on all of the cars. The problem is not the car. The problem is that you don't know how to drive. So choose a car, just one, and learn how to drive, right? I recommend the Facebook platform because it has 2.9 billion users. It is the largest platform to this date. Also, 55% of Facebook users are over the age of 35. Most group fitness participants are 35 and older. So this platform is the best platform for the group fitness demographic. So secret one number one is to stay focused on one platform, to stay focused on Facebook. Learn what it likes, what it doesn't like. Learn how to use the buttons. Learn when to post, what not to post, what to do after your post. Practice all the things until you master it. Once you know how to get attention on Facebook and you're successfully converting this attention from stranger to student, now you know how to drive, right? Now you can switch cars and drive the same route, but using your Instagram car. Does that make sense? It also makes everything so much easier and so much simpler for you to focus on posting on one platform. Because truth is, you're not here to become an influencer, right? You're here to make a post and go back to what you really like doing, which is teaching classes. Now, once you've decided to use Facebook as your main tool to spread the word about your classes, we can get into the nitty-gritty details. And Facebook is big. There are 5 main places where you can post. You can post on your business page, your group, if you have one, someone else's group, your stories, and your personal profile. So it's important to know where to get the most views, because if you're posting, your post won't matter if no one is actually seeing the post. So let's go over these. Business pages are by far where most instructors post. Most group fitness instructors have a business page and post on it regularly. The shocking truth is that your business page is actually the place that gets the least reach. What? So sorry to break it to you, but yes. And that is because the way that Facebook makes money is by charging business pages to pay for ads. What you're buying with ads are views. So when you post on your business page without buying the views, which is what most group fitness instructors do, Facebook will actually demote the post and block views to incentivize you to purchase views via ads. So building followers on your business page is not really building your reach. It's just wasting your time. Also, business pages are terrible for engagement. That's because followers know this is a business page, so they are hesitant to like or comment because they feel that if they do, they give you permission to harass them with information about your classes. So they don't, right? In addition to the low reach and the non-engagement culture, not everyone has access to your business page. Basically, you need to tell people about your business page for them to go to your business page. So all in all, posting on your business page is not really helping you spread the word. It's taking precious time from you and creating all sorts of frustrations because you feel like you're spreading the word. You feel like you're doing marketing stuff, but you're actually performing to an empty room, right? So I don't recommend posting or growing your business page unless you're willing to spend on ads. Now, a very basic ad budget would be $5 a day, which comes down to $150 per month. A more healthy budget would be $300 per month to get views and not necessarily get engagement. So for me, it's not really worth it. Next place group fitness instructors like to post about their classes is a group that they own. Having a Facebook group is a great way to build community, to build that community feeling with your members and to warm them up if they're not ready to attend your first class yet. However, when it comes to visibility and reach, only the members who have access to your group will be able to see your post. This also means that you need to be actively growing your group to be visible to those inside your group when you post. This is a lot of work. And all of that doesn't matter if your profile, which I know it feels like this has nothing to do, but your profile has a lot to do. This doesn't matter if your profile doesn't pass the 5-second audition. So we'll tell you more about that in a second. So posting in your Facebook group is a great way to nurture your current and future students, but not a great way to increase your reach. Then there are groups that you don't host, groups that may allow you to post your class promos. These groups are great for networking, aka finding new people to talk to. You might even had a post that got lots of likes. Yay, hashtag small win. Problem is that these likes usually have a low conversion rate, meaning that you might get hundreds or thousands of views and likes, but they don't necessarily convert to students. The main reason this happens is because your profile doesn't pass the 5-second audition. I promise I'll talk about that in a second. Then there's stories. Stories get a lot of attention, a lot of views. Yay! We want views. We like views. We need views. The problem with views is that views don't pay the bills. Neither do likes, right? We need to take them from stranger to students, and stories also have a low conversion if your personal profile is not passing that 5-second audition. So the best place to get the views, get the most views, and get the best views, and the more likely to convert those views from strangers to students is actually going to be on your personal profile. Your profile is the place that has the most potential for views. When you post on a group or someone else's group or on the marketplace or on your stories, it gets the attention of someone new. Yay! But the first thing that they're going to do is that they're going to click on your name. And that's the normal thing to do, right? They need to go check you out. You probably already did this with me at some point, because you need to make sure that I'm a person, I'm not a creep. You're probably also curious about the person, right? So the same thing is going to happen with your future student. They saw your post from you, maybe about your class or about something else, and they're going to click on your name. Your name does not take them to your business page. Your name does not take them to your Facebook group. Your name does not take them to your registration page. Your name takes them to your personal profile. And based on what they see there, they're going to decide whether they want to know more about you and your class or whether to ignore you. They basically give your profile a 5-second glance to decide whether they should know more about you or not, which is why I call this the 5-second audition. They will glance over your name, your profile picture, and your cover. They will take 5 seconds, maybe less, to decide whether or not you're worthy of their time. If you don't pass the audition, even if they liked your promo or your post, they won't enroll in your class because they don't click with you. They don't vibe with you, right? So it's crucial that you pass the 5-second audition and you focus your posting on your profile. This is what they have. Your personal profile is what they have access to, right? Where Facebook takes them when they click on your name. This is how they can see you and also how they can interact with you without feeling like you may harass them with your class stuff. This is where they can start getting to know you and engage with you to determine whether or not you're a creep, if you actually do care about people, and whether you're just like normal like them, if you're a mom, just like them, and that you teach classes. All of this is necessary to build relationships, because here's the deal. Your classes are not built on views, are not built on likes, and they're not built on followers. Your classes are built on relationships, and relationships take time. That's why I don't offer a hack or a loophole or a quick fix, because you can't hack relationship building. You can learn how to start and build relationships online to the point where they feel comfortable enough to take your class. And all of that starts in your profile. Now, if you're focusing on one platform, which is Facebook, and you're posting on your profile to get the most views, yay! The next question is how often to post. One of the most common mistakes group fitness instructors make online is posting random things at random times, and really anything with the word random in it. Random action creates random results. Random anything also creates confusion. You never want to confuse your audience, because a confused audience does nothing. They don't like, they don't comment, they don't ask about your class, and they don't show up to your class. So we don't want to be random, and we don't want to be confusing. Now, most group fitness instructors fall into two categories: the invisible instructor who posts every never, and the annoying instructor who shares way too much information about their classes. Now, the invisible instructor who posts every never either doesn't have time to post, doesn't like to post, don't know what to post, or simply doesn't want to share their fitness life with their friends and family because they don't want to be seen as annoying. Thing is, Facebook is big and fast and chaotic. So posting once a month or once in a blue moon gets swallowed by the busyness of Facebook, and it makes very little impact. So even if the post rocks, it's an awesome post, your audience, if they don't see something from you for the next several days or several weeks, they will quickly forget you. Now, there's a group of fitness instructors who use Facebook as a promoting tool, yay, but post on their profile like every hour. I've known instructors who have the habit of posting on their profile 8 to 10 times per day. Now, this is problematic too because there is such a thing as audience exhaustion, that they become tired of you. So you post so much that you become white noise. And instead of standing out, you're now blending in. Which brings me to secret number 3: post on a schedule. Now, this may not sound as sexy, and I know some argue that it takes away the spontaneity of posting. But this is not an improv. This is your profession. When you teach a class, you choose your playlist very carefully, right? You smile. Even all the tricks that you do in class or the interactions are choreographed. Not only that, but we teach on a schedule. Our classes are not sometimes on Wednesdays and sometimes on Thursdays, or sometimes at 5 and sometimes at 5:30. No, our classes are every Wednesday at 6 p.m., whether we feel like it or not, whether we are motivated or not. That's because we are professionals. Let's extend that professionalism to the promoting of the class, not just the teaching of your class. So post on a schedule, whether you feel like it or not, whether you're inspired or not. As a minimum, I recommend posting twice per week. This is a good start. This is not driving the car. By the way, this is more like starting the car and taking it out of the garage. This won't take you far, but if you really want to reach that highway, if you ever want to reach that highway, you got to start someplace. So posting twice a week is a strong start. So you can do 8 posts per month, which is what I would call the starter posting schedule. You just choose 2 days and you stick to posting on those 2 days religiously. It can be Tuesday and Thursdays, Monday and Wednesday, any 2 days of the week. There's no right or wrong answer as long as you stick to them. Now, twice per week is going to give you a good start. If you want to increase your posting frequency, stick to even numbers. So 4 times a week or 6 times a week. I'll tell you why in a second. Now, most group fitness instructors get caught up with what to post. But as you can see, it doesn't even matter really what you're posting until you've decided to focus on one platform, Facebook, until you've decided to post on your personal profile so that you actually get the views. You pass the 5-second audition so they stick around to actually see your post, and you're posting on a schedule as a minimum twice per week. Now we can talk about what to post. And similar to posting every never or posting way too often, what you post greatly affects how you're using, whether you're using this tool efficiently. Some group fitness instructors don't want to bother their friends and family, so they don't ever mention their class. And their Facebook is more about family and flowers and memes and fundraisers and not really their classes. We don't want to do that, right? We don't avoid being invisible, because then you're not really spreading the word. And the place that people have access to and have visibility, the place where you have the most potential, they're not learning about your classes. So we want to avoid being invisible. On the other hand, we have on the other side of the spectrum, we have instructors who don't talk about anything but their classes. Their Facebook is all about their schedules and promos and class pictures. We also don't want to go that far off because now you're being annoying. What we do need to tell people about what you do, teach your classes, and we do need to tell people about who you are. That's why we need to blend your topics, okay? We need to tell people about your classes, about what you do. We also need to tell people about who you are, right? Your family, your pets, your friends, your food, your fun. We just need to do it in a balanced way. Just like your classes, not all of your songs are going to be high intensity, right? Or all of your songs are going to be low. We have a balance of high intensity and a recovery period so your people can continue with the class. Same thing online. Now, I follow the 50-50 rule. 50% of your content is about your classes and is about fitness, and 50% of your content is not about fitness. There are your live posts, which is why I recommend an even number, right? To keep it simple. If you're posting twice a week, one post is about fitness, one post is about not fitness. If you're posting 4 times a week, 2 posts are about fitness, 2 posts are not about fitness. You keep it simple. Now, some coaches recommend an 80-20 rule. 80% of your content is personal and 20% of your content is business or fitness. I've tried this and it's problematic because it's hard to keep up. And honestly, talking about your classes only 20% of the time is simply just not enough. So I found that keeping things 50-50 provides a very good balance. Your family and friends enjoy your personal post and will cheer you with your fitness ones. Might not go to your class, but they're likely to like and heart because they want to support you, right? And you're not being overly spammy with it, so it's okay. Your students will follow your fitness post and they will love learning about the behind the scenes of your life. They won't actually show up to your door like your cousin, but they're likely to like and heart and comment on your personal stuff as well. And new people get a better view of you and what you do. So when you combine your powerful first impression with the 5-second audition and you're posting on a regular basis with a starter schedule, now you're learning how to drive the Facebook car, or at least getting started in the right foot. Now, when it comes to how to post and whether you should post videos or pictures or reels, the truth is it really doesn't matter if you're not doing this one thing. So secret number 5 is to post selfies. We need to see your face. It is called Facebook. This doesn't mean that every post needs to be a selfie, but you do need some selfies with every scroll. For most, that comes down to about 1 selfie a week. If you can still post class pictures and your cat and your food and whatnot, but for someone to go from stranger to student, they at least need to know what you look like, right? And for them to know what you look like, they need to see some pictures of you and only you. They don't know you, so they can't pick you out from a crowd. So when you're posting a class picture or a family picture and it's lots of people in it, they don't know which one is you. Right. So let them start getting familiar with your face. Right? Putting your face out there is quite literal. Don't overthink this. Literally, a selfie just saying happy Monday goes a long way. Now, the best advice I can give you about Facebook as a whole is to keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate this. Let them see your face, post on your profile, be you. Keep it casual. People join Facebook to find other people like them, not to buy or to shop around for a class. So have fun in this platform. Sprinkle your promos. Don't be invisible. Don't be annoying. Find that balance. Blend. And keep it consistent. This is the hardest one, but very crucial. Relationships are tested through time. So show up. The same way that you show up in class, show up online, rain or shine, right? If you don't show up for your followers, they won't show up for your classes. So it's you get what you give. If you would like more tips on how to grow your classes, join my free Facebook group, The Stage. We have trainings every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Central for you to dip your toes or to just wrap your head around some of these concepts. I also host monthly challenges and raffles with lots of opportunities for you to win prizes. But if you are ready to take a bigger step than just look around, if you are ready to take some action, then go check out Profile Makeover Secrets for Fitness Instructors. It's a 3-day workshop to nail your 5-second audition to make sure that potential students stay on your profile long enough to give you a scroll and actually see your post. You'll also get a 28-day posting calendar with a 50-50 blend so that you can start posting in a way that attracts your next student and doesn't bother your friends and family. You'll also get personalized expert feedback on all of your modifications so that you're not doing this alone. We are doing this together. By the way, this is something that nobody else is doing for fitness instructors. So if you don't know how to get started on your social media, this is a good place to start. If you're already doing some Facebook, this is a great way to optimize your profile. And I almost forgot, you also get a free 15-minute Zoom call with me to review your entire profile and get you started on how to retain your current students. Now, you don't need professional photos. I'll show you how to get this done without professional pictures. You don't need a graphic designer. I'll show you how to get this done by using a free app. You don't need to be techie. I'll show you exactly what buttons to click so that all you have to do is just follow along. All you need is a proven plan. This is a plan. Just learn the things, get it done, get back to teaching. So if you are ready to get started attracting the right people, go for it. If you're ready to get started spreading the word the right way, go for it. And if you're ready to get started rocking your Facebook so that you can pack your classes, then go for it. Click on the link on this page to check out the full Profile Secrets package. Whether I see you inside my Facebook group or I see you inside Profile Secrets, I'm excited to see you again. If you have any questions about anything related to Facebook, growing classes, or making more money with your classes, feel free to reach out. If I haven't sent you a message yet, you can send me one. You can send one to me. I love connecting with group fitness instructors. I love helping in any way I can, and answering questions, honestly, is the easiest part of my job, so don't be shy. The instructors I've helped double and triple their classes, believe me, they asked questions. See you on the next one. Bye.